guys, Courtney Capin here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make my flaxseed all natural hair gel. Some of the main reasons I absolutely love it is it doesn't weigh down my hair and it gives me fantastic hold definition, lasts for days on end, and because it's so moisturizing and smoothing, it actually makes my hair so much easier to detangle in the shower. So without further ado, watch the video. Be sure to stick all the way to the end because I have some helpful tips for you. Okay, so here we go. We have a half a cup of flaxseed. I prefer the brown over the golden because the golden, for me personally, doesn't have as much holding power as the brown. The brown just seems to work better, but if you don't need as hard of a hold, you can use the golden. That's just fine. And then you're gonna need 2 cups of water, which I have in a pan here because we're gonna be cooking it on the stove. You're also going to need a little bit of shea butter. If your hair likes shea butter, my hair loves it. Helps seal the cuticle, hold moisture in. Now brand is okay to use. I prefer the raw shea butter you can buy online. And then I add a little bit of apricot oil. Some people do vitamin E, but vitamin E doesn't agree with my hair or skin, so I use apricot. It's wonderful, light, moisturizing oil. You're only gonna need about a 1/4 teaspoon of this, maybe less or none, depending on your hair needs. And then you can add a little bit of glycerin as well, about a 1/4 teaspoon to a teaspoon. Glycerin works really good in curly hair, especially if you live in a humid environment. If you live in Arizona or anywhere dry, I don't really recommend the glycerin because the glycerin helps pull moisture into your hair, and if there's no moisture in your environment, it pulls moisture out of your strands of your hair. So if you live in a humid environment, glycerin is a really good addition, helps make your hair super silky. And then you're gonna need about a pinch of Epsom salt because Epsom salt helps the curl form better. It also helps give it some volume, and just a little pinch, not very much. And then you're also gonna need some guar gum. You don't absolutely have to have guar gum, but I prefer it because it's like magic. It not only is a thickener, which you don't really need in this hair gel, but it also helps the oil and the water mix together, so it's completely emulsified and you don't have to do any vigorous shaking. Because if you don't use this, unfortunately, the shea butter, you'll see little chunks in your hair gel, which is fine. You just rub it in your hands together, but the guar gum makes it perfect. And then of course you're gonna need a bowl and some sort of sieve, or I've seen women use like stockings, because you want to be able to strain out your flaxseed from the water when your hair gel is done. So let's get cooking. Oh, and I almost forgot. I added to this hair gel 2 tablespoons of sugar because the sugar adds a whole bunch of holding power and you don't have to use as much gel. I added it to my gel just recently and I absolutely love it. So go ahead and add your flaxseed to your water and put the heat on medium-high and stir consistently because this is going to heat up super quick and thicken super quick. Just be sure to watch it and stir it consistently. In the meantime, go ahead and put your sugar, your Epsom salt, and your shea butter in your bowl. And be sure to watch your gel because it thickens very quickly. You don't want it to go past the consistency of a warm liquid syrup. If it gets any thicker than that, it will not strain in your strainer. This whole cooking process takes between 5 and 8 minutes. It doesn't take very long at all. That's why you want to really watch and make sure you don't overcook it. I throw away the flax seeds when I'm finished. You can keep them if you want. Be sure to whisk your hair gel really well and then start adding your other ingredients. I'm adding my glycerin, which is about a 1/4 teaspoon, and then I add my apricot oil. I'm then adding some sugar because I actually forgot to put it in the bowl to begin with. Okay, so once you have it good and mixed up, you'll notice that the oil and gel are kind of separated in the bowl. The oil kind of rises to the top, and that's why you want to add your guar gum. The guar gum actually emulsifies the oil and water or gel so that they mix and that they're consistent. This is a little bit of a tricky part. I actually don't measure this, but it's between 1 to 2 teaspoons. And I just very gently sprinkle the guar gum in while mixing. This is when an electric mixer would be super handy. Once I think I've added enough guar gum, I recheck it to see if it's emulsified, which this was not. There is still a little bit of a separation between the oil and water, so I'm adding a little bit more. And the reason why you only want to do a little sprinkle of guar gum at a time, it's because if you don't, it'll actually be clumps inside your hair gel. So you want to add it a very little at a time. Okay, so I rechecked the gel and it actually looks really, really good. The little white chunks that you see, that's actually the guar gum, but it will go away as my hair gel sits and cools. So let your hair gel completely cool. Once it's cool, you can put it in your desired container. See how the consistency's changed? It's just a lot smoother and everything's emulsified nicely, and it's also thickened up some. So I like to use this squeezable condiment bottle. You can buy these bottles either at the dollar store or a grocery store. They're very cheap, they're squeezable, and super clean and easy to store in the refrigerator. So put it in your desired container, doesn't matter what it is, and be sure to refrigerate this. It can last between 2 and 3 weeks in the refrigerator. So now you know how to make my flaxseed hair gel. So I have a tip or two for you. So the sugar that you use in this flaxseed hair gel takes the holding power to a whole nother level. You can actually use too much of this gel. Now in the previous videos that I showed you when I used my flaxseed hair gel, I like saturate my hair till it's dripping wet in the flaxseed gel. Well, with the sugar, you don't have to use near as much, just get your hair wet with the flaxseed gel. Now, for those of you who don't need super strong hold like I do, use less. Start little and move your way up, because as you're drying, if you see any frizzy spots or dry spots, you can later add more in if you need to. Now, if for whatever reason you use too much and your hair's like straw, which actually when I do my hair, that is how I do it. It gets super crunchy, but once it's fully dry after diffusing, I manipulate it, fluff it up, and I actually use my hands to smooth down the hair and get rid of the crunch, and it leaves it super soft, very shiny, and absolutely zero frizz. So that's a little tip for you. Now, the reason why I use sugar is for the holding power, but it makes the hair gel last in my hair for days. I can go days without having to redo my hair. I just add a little bit more the second and third day, a little bit more gel to the frizzy areas, and it actually looks better than the first day. I absolutely love this hair gel. It also makes it super easy to comb out in the shower, and it's full of natural ingredients that actually protect your hair and feed your hair the nutrients that it needs, instead of using a synthetic product that adds buildup and synthetic chemicals to your body. This gel actually is completely natural. You could eat it if you wanted to. I don't recommend it, but you could, because it's completely safe. And it also rinses out of your hair really nicely in the shower. So those of you who co-wash or condition wash your hair like I do, it comes right out. There's no buildup, it's not sticky, it's not gross, and it's very, very clean and super fun and easy to use. So thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Be sure to do a thumbs up on my video and subscribe for more insightful tips. Thank you.